Check one. Check two. Check one, check two, check one, check two. We're live. Boom, 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 boom. We're live. Boom, 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 boom. We're live. We're live. We are live in this banana republic. Kick it.
Selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away. Drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me.
And people like you.
Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is.
La, la,
Oh,
la.
it is. Living in the new world
In the new world.
with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do, 'cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end.
This guy can sing.
Rich men, north of Richmond.
Da 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 da
Rich
da.
politicians, look out for
I want to sing harmony with this guy.
not just miners on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the whole beast milking welfare.
This guy's
But
awesome.
if you're 5'3",
See, this is what folk music used to be, right? Folk music was about the folks, the people. It was bringing it back. Oliver Anthony, spectacular, right? Spectacular stuff. Rich men north of Richmond. Thank you for that amazing, amazing performance. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the program. If you haven't heard, Donald J. Trump and his enterprise, his criminal enterprise, have been dragged off into court. Another criminal indictment. They have 30 days to surrender themselves to the higher power. And, I mean, if this isn't political persecution, I don't know what it is. It reeks of it, right? Same mob, flash mobs. You see flash mobs ripping off Target. They go in there with 30 people, all dressed in black. They steal whatever they can, and then they disappear. The same thing was happening in the legal system. It seems these flash mobs are appearing, and why? Well, I guess the latest one is, look, the Democratic Party wants to see Trump thrown in jail. They want to stop him. They want to take him off the campaign trail because he's a threat and they're afraid of him. And that's the bottom line. All right, so they're throwing every single thing at him, not directly. There's no prominent Democrat like Joe Biden going to say, go after Trump and we'll give you a position somewhere higher up. No, that's not what they say, but that's precisely what happens. If you have position of power, I don't know, for example, Attorney General in the state of Georgia, and you go after Trump and you try to secure that black vote, right? Right? The Democrats will deliver you a favor. Even if you fuck up, even if you lose, there's still the favor will be delivered because that's the nature of the Democratic machine. It's all favors. It's all influence and it's influence peddling, and it's also quid pro quo. You do me a favor, and I deliver you a favor right back. Or, indirectly. I use my power to do that. So, again, incredible. You never thought that the Democrats would really level these types of, indictments. And I can tell you, if the Democrats lose, they're going to distance themselves from all of these criminal prosecutors. There used to be a term in law. It was called criminal prosecution. That's when the criminal was prosecuted. But now criminal prosecution is different. It's criminals prosecuting. How about that? How's that for a spin? Sunny Break says, Orange Men, great. Karma in the house. Karma knows. Karma is as karma knows. Quinn Smith says it's all bullshit. Diligent Escape says anything to distract from Hunter Biden and Sam Bankman-Fried. Well, I got to tell you, Sam Bankman-Fried is getting thrown under the bus. They just remanded his bail, and Sam Bankman-Fried is going to spend the next 3 months in Brooklyn jail. Right, really bad. Federal MCU, federal jail, where they held Epstein's girl, Ghislaine Maxwell, for all that time. They starve you out in that place. So Bankman-Fried is in trouble because he didn't follow the rules of the establishment. They said he broke a rule, and they're throwing him in jail. So it looks like Sam Bankman-Fried is not playing ball. Look at that story. I got the article queued up. So this is my thumbnail today. Welcome to the Banana Republic. Welcome, where bananas rule, right? So here's all the faces of the bad criminals, the bad people that the criminal prosecutors are going after. The criminal prosecutors are prosecuting people for voicing election interference, election fraud in this country, talking about it, airing it out. Even if it isn't 100% accurate, it's still real. And because they talked about it, they're going down. Right? They're in deep trouble. So again, that's my thumbnail. We'll look at all the people involved. I got the indictment queued up. I got the statement from the racist Black Panther member, aka Attorney General of Georgia, as well. We'll listen to her. There she is in the middle of the bananas, and we'll talk about it, man. We'll talk about it. So let's talk about. I got a website. My name is Marcus Conte. It's marcusconte.com. I don't have it queued up right now, but you can head over there and see us if we're not here, which is likely as the Banana Republic rolls out its newest indictment. Right? So as I said, Sam Bankman-Fried is the cryptocurrency alleged scam artist. Sam Bankman-Fried is a Wall Street guy, smart, young, and he got himself caught up in I guess, I don't know, fudging numbers somehow, and he ripped off the wrong people. He took money from the powerful people, and then he lost it. Right? And when the shit went down, so did Sam Bankman-Fried go down with it. And then Sam Bankman-Fried turned around and pointed at the rich people and said, no, I'm innocent. They're the ones who did it. And for that, Sam Bankman-Fried made a grave error. Right? Right to the point of, okay, you made bail, but now we're taking your bail away. So Sam Bankman-Fried, the cryptocurrency guy, love him or hate him, cryptocurrency entrepreneur, is going down. He's gonna suffer. You're gonna see. He's not going to get off the plane from California and walk into court all fresh from taking a sauna and eating healthy food. No. Sam Bankman-Fried is going to be in jail in Brooklyn, freezing his ass off, begging for a blanket and something to eat, right? And living in a bathroom-size cell with some other schmuck, right? Locked in there for 20 some odd hours a day. Right? So Sam Bankman-Fried is fucked, in my opinion. So they don't like this guy. He's gonna have to take a plea at some point. And we'll keep following that story. Also following this story, Kensington, Pennsylvania. is I found these cans. This was last night in Kensington. I didn't realize it was that cold. I'm in Pennsylvania. It's that. Why do these people got fucking jackets on, man? It's 70 degrees out. It's 68 right now. Why is everybody wearing winter coats? Anyway, there they are. They're trying to stay warm, burning shit in the street. This is the United States of America, by the way. This is not a third world country. There's the police. They're burning the joint up, and the police have no problem with that. There we go. Excellent footage, whoever's doing it. Kensington Daily, I'll subscribe, thank you. But yeah, it looks like hell. It looks like hell. I could see his breath. It must be cold out. I guess the temperature dropped last night, but what a disaster. This is America. This is what the war on drugs still looks like. We're at war with drugs. All right. We don't know what to do with it. Let's make it illegal and criminalize everybody. Cigarettes are still king. Right? Fucking everybody still smokes cigarettes. There he is, looking for cigarettes. I got $1. So fascinating times in Philadelphia. Kensington, Kaz Philly Cam that says Kensington is a neighborhood in Philly. It's not a city. I get that. If I misspoke and said it was a city. Kensington is a little county in the north part of Philadelphia, northern Philadelphia, I imagine, according to the map. But it's a real place, and no doubt. And so let's just jump right into this. Trump, Giuliani, Maddows among 19 indicted in Georgia 2020 election probe. Former President Trump and 18 of his allies and supporters were indicted Monday by a grand jury in Georgia in connection with his effort to overturn the 2020 presidential election results in the Peach State. Also charged in the indictment, which was signed by Fulton County Supreme Court Judge Robert McBurney, shortly after 9 p.m., Bernie is back, and unsealed approximately 2 hours later. So the judge signed it. If you're not familiar with grand juries are radicalized these days. And they shop around. They find 200 or 50 people, however many people are on it. I think 55 or so. All have deep, ugly opinions. They go into the bowels of Georgia, black racists who think Trump is the devil, Black Panther members, whoever. Not hard to get an indictment, but it's just beyond fascinating. This is what it looks like. Number one, members of the enterprise. They are now an enterprise. An enterprise, a criminal enterprise. Donald Trump, he's no longer the former president of the United States. He's involved in a RICO conspiracy to defraud the American people and overthrow the election for asking questions as the president of the United States, which he's supposed to do. Members of the enterprise, including several of the defendants, appeared at hearings in Fulton County, Georgia, before members of the Georgia General Assembly. Number one, the purpose of these false statements was to persuade Georgia legislators to reject lawful electoral votes cast by the duly elected and qualified presidential electors from Georgia. Persuade? What does that mean? Persuade? That's what electioneering is. That's what campaigns are. To persuade people to agree with us so we can assume power. Big crime now today. No persuasion. Sit on your hands and take it. So persuasion is now a crime. Members of the enterprise corruptly solicited. Members of the enterprise also made false statements to state legislators during hearings. The president of the United States made a false statement. This is beyond ridiculous. There's no crimes here. This is all conspiracy theory. This is all theoretical garbage. prosecutorial misconduct, criminals prosecuting. Criminals prosecuting. It's no longer criminal prosecution. Prosecuting criminals. It's the criminals doing the prosecuting. See how it's flipped? I would hope that the Supreme Court at some point steps in and stops all this nonsense. Four indictments. Creation and distribution of false electorate college documents. Bullshit. Harassment and intimidation. Bullshit. Solicitation of high-ranking United States Department of... bullshit. Solicitation of Vice President of the United States. Bullshit. How the President of the United States has to solicit this is ridiculous. Unlawful breach. So Hillary Clinton will sum it up. Let Hillary Clinton tell you what's in there. She'll tell you.
This is a terrible moment for our country to have a former president accused of these terribly important crimes. The only satisfaction may be that the system is working, that all of the efforts by Donald Trump, his allies, and his enablers to try to silence the truth.
Allies, she's trying to be objective. Allies and enablers. Hillary Clinton. To
try to undermine democracy have been brought into the light.
Tommy?
Fucking amazing, right?
Really?
They're dumbfounded listening to that.
Really nice to hear a brazen criminal like Hillary Clinton talk about fairness and the judicial system working. It's nice when you have...
Yeah, man. So here she is. I'm going to play it on fast forward because she's obnoxious.
Thank you for joining us. I'm here with the prosecutors and investigators who have worked diligently on the investigation of criminal attempts to interfere in the administration of Georgia's 2020 presidential election. Today, based on information developed by that investigation, a Fulton County grand jury returned a true bill of indictment, charging 19 individuals. This is,
take a good look. This is what a patsy looks like. This is what the hired gun looks like today, right? It's a conjugation of angry, disgruntled, racist mother effers. I'll do anything to get advanced in my career. I'll say anything. You want me to go after Trump? I know. I spent my whole life in college, in law school. I will go after Trump with this outrageous conspiracy theory. And even if I fail, I will be guaranteed a buffer. Right? And so here she is, rattling them all.
Violations of Georgia law arising from a criminal conspiracy to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election in this state.
Switch to Google Fi Wireless and get Simply Unlimited. Our most affordable.
The indictment includes 41 felony counts and is 97 pages long. Please
41 felony counts, 91 pages long. Who's going to read that garbage? No, I'm not going to read it. I got it. I'm not reading it. I'm not going to read
Remember
it.
that everyone charged in this bill of indictment is presumed innocent. Specifically, the indictment brings felony charges against Donald John Trump, Rudolph William Louis Giuliani, Stephen Clifford Austin Latham.
She reads all these names, so what?
Dual charge in the indictment is charged with one count of violating Georgia's Racketeer, Influence, and Corrupt Organizations Act.
So they're bringing Trump up on the RICO charges for questioning the election.
Through participation in a criminal enterprise in Fulton.
Remember, since 2016, the Democrats have been screaming from the rooftops that the Russians hacked the election and handed it to Trump, and which was proven to be totally false. Mueller report flopped. Every lead that led to it was a disaster and fake. Right. And but now to question the election, to even question it is a criminal charge. Criminal. It is now becoming criminal to question our elections. Unfucking believable.
County, Georgia, and elsewhere to accomplish the illegal goal of allowing Donald J. Trump to seize the presidential term of office beginning on January 20th, 21. Specifically, the participants in association took various actions in Georgia and elsewhere to block the counting of the votes of the presidential electors, who were certified as the winners of Georgia's 2020 general election. As you examine the indictment, you will see...
Diligent Escape asks, did the My Pillow guy get indicted too? I don't know, man. I don't know what his name is, but I remember that guy. He was pretty good.
Acts that are identified as overt acts and those that are identified as predicate acts, sometimes called acts of racketeering.
Kim Wood uses the TDS phrase, Trump derangement syndrome on display. That's what this looks like. This is Trump derangement syndrome. Go after him, right? Henchmen, right? Didn't Black America want to see lynching go away? But here they are, lynching. They're lynching.
Activity. Overt acts are not necessarily crimes under Georgia law in isolation, but are alleged to be acts taken in furtherance of the conspiracy. Many occurred in Georgia. Acts
in furtherance of a conspiracy, right? Right. They're thought crimes, right? These are all thought crimes. You thought about it. You thought that the elections were wrong, but you knew in your heart of hearts that the elections were right. And because you thought they were wrong, or you believed they were right and said they were wrong, therefore you are a fucking criminal. How dare you think that the elections are not real? After we told you they weren't real for 6 years. Didn't you know that the Russians hacked the election? And now Trump is saying that the elections are not real? How can you possibly do that? None of it makes sense.
In other jurisdictions and are included because the grand jury...
Oh, man. Kim Wood says she is a racist. Is she a racist? I don't know. Let's find out. So who is this person? Fannie Tafa Willis. That's her name. This is Fannie. Hello, Fannie. Fannie. So Fannie was born in California. Her father was a member of the Black Panthers. And a criminal defense attorney. So she grew up in a house full of what? Black racists that what? Hate fucking white people. That's who Fannie is. Hold on a second. I gotta look at the market. Okay, we're going up right now. Go up. Go up, mother effer. Markets were up bigly yesterday. NVIDIA. Oh, my God. NVIDIA jumped up 30 points in the yesterday. Anyway. So she was born in California. Her family were Black Panthers. It doesn't get any better. That's strike one on the racist scale. Black Panther was a Marxist-Leninist Black Power political organization. So her parents are Black Panthers. And she went to Howard University, historical Black University. Fucking strike two. So she's a bona fide, was Emory University. I don't know where that is. But Howard, she got a degree from Howard and D.C. Howard University is a racist university. They don't let people in who are not black fucking racists. You could be white, but there's only like one of them in the whole fucking school, or 1% or something. Anyway, man. Fannie. This is Fannie. Look at Fannie. This is your legal system now. These people, this person has elevated herself to power and is power hungry, wants more power. Will not look at the evidence. Will not look at, anything that anybody else is talking about. It's head down. We are awake and you are fucking sleeping. That's what they think. It is Trump derangement syndrome, right? It's a deep polarity within society, within, I don't know, argumentative, aggressive.
Of the illegal effort to overturn the results of Georgia's 2020 presidential election. The acts identified as predicate acts or acts of racketeering activity are crimes that are alleged to have been committed in furtherance of the criminal enterprise. Acts of racketeering activity are also charged as separate counts in the indictment against those who are alleged to have committed them.
Fannie. Yeah, so now we know who Fanny is. I like what Styx Hexenhammer had to say about it. Let's listen to Styx sum it up.
Thank you for wasting tens of millions of taxpayer dollars. This is persecution. At this point, anyone who doesn't understand what's happening is a tool. What's happening is that the establishment is pissed at Trump. Partially, this is out of fear, and partially, it's sheerly out of retaliatory rage. The Uniparty is mad at Trump for setting back their plans. They're also trying to stop him from winning in 2024.
We agree with Styx Hexenhammer again. Thank you, Styx, man. Loving Styx Hexenhammer right now.
They're afraid of him on that token. They realize that he's likely to win the primaries, but they're hoping to take him off the campaign trail and conspicuously start the main event trial date with Jack Smith right before Super Tuesday. They're doing that. I mean, right before Iowa, sorry.
Look how happy the cat is, man. The cat's getting a massive massage right now.
They're doing that because they're trying to stop him. They're trying to run interference for the field. They're also trying to scare Republicans into abandoning Trump, thinking he can't win, in order to get some unipartyist like Ron DeSantis in as the nominee. At this point, he's probably in on the joke. Formerly, I thought not, but given his behavior since then, yeah, it's possible.
All right, so Styx Hexenhammer is in total agreement that the whole thing is criminal. It's criminals prosecuting. It's prosecution. It's bad. So let's look at the markets. Ding. Are we open yet? We are open. And we're open. Let's go. Give it to me. So I'm trying to refresh my page here. And nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. Just give it a second to open. So we're down a little bit right now, but it seems like it's coming back. I can't seem... Oh, there we go. There we go. So NASDAQ, everything is opening in the red right now. I don't know why the Dow Jones Industrial Average is down. Retail sales surprised to the upside in latest sign of resilient consumer. NASDAQ down 43 at the moment and S&P 500 17. I think we're going to go green today. I think green is in the cards right now. NVIDIA, what a fucking outstanding run. It was up 7% yesterday, another percentage point and a half today. Up 7 points this morning. The large tech companies, Google's flat right now, down 5 cents. Apple down 50 cents. Meta down 78 cents. All right, so they're minusculely down right now. Tesla just turned green in the morning, up 42 cents. That's good. That's good that we're going green. Walmart only up 34 cents on the blowout earnings. Yeah, so there we go. We're slightly red open. I think we're gonna. I believe it'll turn around green right now. That's the big news today. July sales surprise to upside. So that should drive the shit up. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, so again, this is I don't have much more to say about this, really. I thank you all for joining me, and it is a sad day in America. Criminal justice is now justice for criminals. Criminal prosecution is now criminals prosecuting innocent people. It's no longer the prosecution of criminals at this level. Everything is inverted, right? And what does it mean for Trump and the Republican Party? I don't know. I don't really think it hurts Trump and his base. I think what it tries to do, it tries to criminalize Trump's activities so that Trump can't raise money during the primaries, during the run-up to the election, right? Stop him. Keep him talking about criminal stuff, right? Very sad that the justice system has been weaponized in this way. If I could see something Trump did illegally, other than having a big fat mouth and talking about things that matter to him, I would be the first to talk about it. I really would. I would. I mean, I'm no. I was going to say I'm no defendant of Trump, but right now I actually am. You have to defend what Trump is doing, I think anybody else in his position would have rolled over. They would have, but Trump is not going to do that. Trump is all in. And what does it mean for him? I don't know. I think it's going to be spectacular. I think it diminishes the legal justice system in this country. It greatly deteriorates it and corrupts it. RICO charges? I don't know, man. I don't know. Oliver Anthony, tell me what I need to know, man. Please. Please, please.
People like me, people like you.
I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is. Living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men know the rich men. Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do, 'cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men know the rich